What's up, YouTube? What's up, Washington, D.C. and vicinity? What's up, humans? All right, sandwich time. Morris Lynch, y'all. God rest his soul. Original gangster from around D.C. area. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I'm on the oceanfront freezing right now because I'm remodeling the Dune Burgers. I always tell you about it. Just so y'all get a little... Just so y'all don't think I'll be bullshitting. You see the walls in the back, all the insulation? Nah, you probably can't even see because of daylight. Anyways, who cares about that? There's my milkshake machine in the back and all that. But anyways, y'all, so let's get down to this. So we're going to talk about Morris, and we'll get into his previous stuff, like how he built the house by sticking some boys up in the Holiday Inn for bricking, and everybody else, we all helped him build the house and stuff. Where the brick profits went, no, it all went into the house. And then later on, I got robbed out my Thriller property. If y'all watch the Thriller Part 1 and Part 2, well, the property beside him, I bought him too. That all came out of that little, well, you know, we were taking illegal drugs off the street. You know, we helped the guy out. Excuse me, y'all. So anyways, well, Morris happens to have, and this goes to show you how DC is and old gangsters stuff, man. It's black and white. It don't matter what color around there, man. Really, real old and even young. If you're with the right people, it just blends because you're DC rooted, y'all. You know, they don't want to hear that anti-white, anti-black and stuff, man. We didn't run into a whole lot of that, y'all. You know what I mean? I might call that white boy, because I'm the only white guy across the street at the basketball court, y'all. There's White Allen. There's, you know, it wasn't, you know. And you get your occasional things, of course, you're always going to have. But you know, it wasn't no like down south races how they are against black people. You know, no, we didn't have no kind of race. And even I never felt it like there was no place that, what, a Coliseum, Friendly Annex, I don't care, Crystal Skate Rink, wherever the Go-Go's were, we went. We didn't give a shit. We were way out. No, it didn't make no difference. I was with black guys, white guys, anything. You know, Costa Rican. But so anyways, so Morris. As that goes with Morris, he's got the same lawyer back in the day before Bill Clinton ever got his impeachment stuff, you know, with Monica Lewinsky trial and all that. Well, Morris had Plato Contreras, his lawyer. And that's how good a lawyer is. See, like I say, you can't tell by the way a guy dressed, what he drives, or nothing. Because, man, even like hustlers in D.C., like guys, they don't run around flashing gold cars, jewelry. They don't run down like when you hear about like Unique Mecca, you know, big kingpin. Hey, different color cars right down the street. Nah, you don't do that in D.C., man. The feds, boom, you're gone. You know, that's all great. But no, you don't want to be, no, we're 49 square miles, 7 miles by 7 miles, y'all. That's all the whole D.C. is. And then only half of that is where you can get by with your husband projects in the ghettos, and, you know. So anyways, but so Morris, man, he's got Bill Clinton's, the lawyer that eventually had, Plato Contreras, a Greek lawyer over in Virginia. He's got a Fairfax County case. But actually, I can't remember. It could have been federal. But that part I don't remember. Whether it's federal or wasn't federal, y'all. But anyways, they had him stealing a motorcycle, a brand new Harley Davidson or something. They stole, because these boys now, one time in Frank Sizemore Morris, in like the 69, but I was a baby. I didn't know, 69, 68, they held like the land speed record in the United States for a motorcycle, Harley Davidson or something, before as Morris would say, the Kawasaki's. When the Kawasaki's came into town, he shut it down. He said, no, we can't, they're coming right off the boat and can just wax us. So that's when he stopped that racing. But thieving, man, anything worth something. I'm not talking about breaking your house and stealing it now. I mean, you're going to a safe, a tractor trailer load of shit, from air conditioners, fridge, TVs, man. We got to just get our hustle on, man. When you get the tractor trailer, we'd open the back doors and we can hustle out of there. You know what kind of chickens they used to bring? Summertime comes, they got air conditioners. We paying $50 a piece for him. Just flipping them for 100, 150. You can't get enough. We don't have cars big enough to go down to DC and sell air conditioning whenever. Of course, nobody's got air conditioning. But so anyways, so Morris, he goes to court in the morning. Plato Contreras, his lawyer, looks at him, and Morris goes up to the lawyer and he says, man, if they don't have no evidence, do they have a case? And Plato looks at him, he goes, do they have the evidence or don't they have the evidence? So the night before, when the phone call comes, Morris, Frank, others, I won't say I was there, okay, and go over to the DMV in one of those little Fairfax, Alexandria, somewhere over there back then, they didn't have all no cameras. We're talking, man, late 80s, I don't know, early 90s, late 80s, some shit like that. And the motorcycle, because you have to have evidence when you go to court. They have to present evidence. They hold evidence, like they hold your car until you owe $80 million because they held an impoundment for 2 years, that kind of shit. Well, they had this Harley Davidson that was stolen in the DMV because they didn't have no evidence room. They could put it. They put it in the Department of Motor Vehicles. Well, the Department of Motor Vehicles had garage doors, no fence. I mean, this is back then, you know, in Virginia. Well, it hadn't snowed the night before. I'm talking about, you know, I mean, it can be looked up if I knew the date or something, but people know, a couple people that know. And so that night of the snow, they go over there and rough off the Harley back. They break into the DMV. Like I say, there ain't no, if there was alarms then on a DMV, I doubt it. But if it was, it's a 2 foot of snow. I'm on the real. So they break in there, they take the bike, they're gone. So when Plato Contreras asked them the next day, so in other words, y'all, they stole the evidence back from the police from there. And that's true story, y'all. So when Plato asked them next morning, he said no. He said, well, y'all get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And boom, that was the case, was gone. Went in there to have evidence. Did they know they took it? Absolutely. There's nothing they could do. They were so blind and so stupid. They didn't even know the motorcycle was touched because of the snow and everything. And when the police, so somebody to go and call down and say, hey, they want to see the bike. We want to take the camera or whatever to see they got the evidence. There was no bike there, y'all. But anyways, that's a good old gangster, Morris Lynch. God rest his soul. And we'll come back with more of that. We got a lot more. He links to Herbie Cole. He links to Marion Barry. It all goes up the chain, y'all. Have a good one. Say no to drugs. Say no to violence.